The role of the Royal Military Policeman in the field is an extension of the peacetime role. Discipline, good order and crime prevention are continuing duties to which is added in wartime an operational task for Prevost. To help regulate the movement of the army by controlling supply routes, signing them and obtaining and monitoring constant information about traffic flow. All of which ensures that planned movements are carried out smoothly, efficiently and safely. In this typical tactical situation, the army is leaving its peacetime location to deploy for war and is moving left to right along feeder routes into the rear combat zone. In the rear combat zone, running through the rear and forward maintenance areas are 3 main supply routes, MSRs, and 2 lateral routes. In the forward combat zone, several MSRs crossed by lateral routes lead forward to the divisional areas just to the rear of the battle groups. Throughout this whole theatre of operations, Prevost will be busy night and day to ensure the free running of the supply routes. But we shall concentrate on this divisional area where there's a divisional Prevost company, and in particular on this sector of the divisional MSR, that, which will be the responsibility of number 3 platoon of that company. Number 3 platoon has 5 vehicles and 2 motorcycles. The platoon commander is a staff sergeant, and he has 2 sections, each consisting of 2 vehicles, 6 NCOs and a sergeant. This is part of their sector on MSR BAT, and it's already been recce'd in a joint venture between Prevost and the Royal Engineers.
We can use that then as a detour, can we, in case that bridge goes down there? Can we get a chieftain across there?
Yes, we get chieftain there, no bother at all. We can go straight in there.
Right, then we'll go back down the MSR and check the rest of the route.
Yep, okay.
Bridges obviously need special attention.
What do you reckon then? What's the classification?
Yes, 60. It could be okay for chieftain, but only one way. We could have a bottleneck here.
Right, we'd better go back up the MSR, see if we can find a detour around it.
Okay.
Right.
We'll see more about that planned detour later. Number 3 platoon will establish themselves on the MSR by means of 2 traffic posts. One TP will be here, and the other here. The staff sergeant platoon commander will remain mobile, ready to carry out recce's, deal with emergencies, and attend briefings. The recce will also have established harbours here, places just off the route where cereals can be concealed in a hurry, if necessary. A traffic post may well consist of a sergeant and 6 NCOs and 2 vehicles.
Okay, lads, let's go. Put our trailer away over there and our vehicle, camouflage it up. Cool still, folks. Do the same with yours. Put your vehicle and trailer away.
As always, the first requirement is concealment. And not just concealment of vehicles, but of movement as well, for a lot can be detected by the enemy from the air. A unit is well concealed when the only tracks visible are obviously old and well worn. A track plan of the location ensures that only established tracks are used. Otherwise, this is what happens. The location given away by fresh wheel marks off the normal track. Drivers need to know where the traffic post is, so it's usually signed 300 meters in advance, then at 200 meters, 100 meters, then at the site itself, where a radio link has to be set up.
Oh, 6, this is 6-2, TP2, now in position, over.
Excellent communications are at the heart of the Prevost role and vital for traffic control. The traffic posts are in communication with each other and with their platoon commander in sector control. The platoon commander is in contact with Prevost Company headquarters, who, in turn, are in contact with the Deputy Assistant Prevost Marshal at divisional headquarters. Over this net flow the up-to-date information and orders which help to keep the traffic moving. The platoon's other preparatory job is to sign the MSR within their sector. The basic principle of signing is to use as few signs as possible for economy and security, while leaving no doubt as to the correct route to be followed. Straight-on signs on long, straight stretches reassure a driver that he's on the right road. Changes of direction are simple and clear. Turn left. Confirm the turning has been taken correctly. Turn right. Confirm again. When two routes combine for a while, signing is kept to a minimum by telling one formation to follow the other route until they separate again. Planned detours are also signed at this stage. If this bridge is put out of action, traffic will have to be diverted back along this track to the main road, where detour signs will be needed to send traffic on to the next river crossing. For now, the detour signs are left face downwards, ready to be set up as needed. So, with the route and planned detours signed, and the traffic posts set up and concealed, number 3 platoon is ready. At the start of the MSR, a long way back from number 3 platoon, is a pointsman. And there's a traffic post. There's also a harbour, in case two serials arrive together and one has to be held back. Because serials must move onto the MSR strictly in accordance with the timings and order laid down by the divisional staff. It follows that one of the prime jobs of every traffic post on the MSR is to log each serial as it passes. And where necessary, to pass the information back.
Serial 9 through.
Hello, 0, this is 6-5. Serial 9 has just passed TP4, over.
0, roger, right. 6-5, report first serial through their TP, sir.
Thank you. Mark it on the map, please.
Yes, sir.
At divisional headquarters, each report is plotted so as to give an up-to-the-minute picture of the traffic flow. Sometimes, a traffic post has to regulate the speed of a serial.
10, 7 minutes late, increased speed.
If the serial were ahead of time, it would be slowed down, or even harboured until its proper passing time arrives.
Serial 10 through.
It's part of the planning.
6-5. Serial 10 has just passed TP4. They are 7 minutes late. They've been told to speed up, over.
But any plan can go wrong.
What's your problem?
Carburation.
How long are you going to be?
It's just over an hour.
Do you need RMP recovery?
No, just a ream rep will do.
Just RMP rep. Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Hello, 6. This is 6-3, over.
6 set, over.
6-3, stalwart broken down at Pied Piper. Have put in detour. Send Bluebell, over.
6, roger, out to you. Hello, 0, this is 6. A Bluebell required at Pied Piper. Stalwart with engine failure, over.
Bluebell is RMP. Later, when RMP have repaired the broken vehicle or cleared it off the route, normal services will be resumed. Meanwhile, it's up to Prevost to cure the hiccup in the traffic flow by an unplanned detour set up on the spot. With the blockage bypassed, traffic is returned to the normal route. A small problem dealt with as it arose. The next problem is bigger, but it's been allowed for in advance.
Hello 6, this is 6-5. Bridge blown up. Grid 453672. MSL broken, over.
6, roger, wet out. Hello, 6-5, this is 6, over.
6-5, send, over.
6, implement planned detour around blown bridge, over.
6-5, Wilco, out.
Hello, 0, this is 6. Bridge blown at grid 453672. Have implemented planned detour. Request hold-fast assistance, over.
0, roger out. Call sign 6, report bridge blown at grid reference 453672. The MSI's blocked, sir.
Right, is the planned detour in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, mark it up when I let the staff know.
Stop.
A pointsman on the bridge sends the traffic back to the point where the planned detour signs have been set up. Another pointsman takes over to send them down the new route. Following traffic will follow the detour signs until the bridge is repaired and normal signing is resumed. Any potential trouble spot on the route, a bridge, a causeway, a defile, a narrow village street, will have a detour planned for it to keep the traffic moving while the obstruction is cleared. A lull in the main action doesn't mean time off for Prevost. As always, when vehicles arrive in the hide, they must be concealed at once. Plans have to be made, information brought up to date, and weapons cleaned and checked. A larger unit may have a formal defense system. Here, each crew would probably be responsible for the defense of its own vehicle. Everything must be ready for an instant move if necessary. Finally, when Prevost isn't working, it should be eating or sleeping. We'll finish with a brief look at another operational task for the RMP. At the moment, the divisional headquarters is 20 kilometers away. Tomorrow, it will be here. This is a recce party from that headquarters, checking that the new site is suitable. It must be the right size and offer adequate concealment. It must afford good communications.
Oh, James, can you pass back to squadron that although this location is not completely satisfactory, it is adequate for our needs? Can you do that now?
Will do, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, 0, this is 29, radio check, over.
A hollow surrounded by radio shadowing hills would cut off